Hello. Hi. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello. Hi. How's it going? My name is Markiplier, and I'm here to share something with you. As some of you may know, as some of you may not know, the one thing that I really truly love is space. I love space. And when they asked me to share this thing, I wanted to tell you guys the story of why I love space. If I were to tell the story, I would have to go back to my childhood. When I was about 12, my dad bought me this game called Homeworld. It's basically a game about space. And I loved it because my dad spent what little money he had on this game for me to enjoy. 12-year-old me really didn't appreciate it for what it was at the time. So I played it through a couple times and then shelved it for later. The next time that I thought about it was about a week after my dad passed away. I was still in shock. I was working a deck building job, as some of you may know, and I went up to my boss and I told him I needed to take a break. So I left and I went to my mom's house and I laid down in her driveway and I just stared up and I looked at the stars. I stayed there for hours and hours and I was just comforted by the emptiness of it. I wasn't looking for any answers. I wasn't looking for anything to shout out at me. I was just looking up because I needed the silence. And then I had a thought. Something I hadn't thought about since I was a child. I thought about that game. And I realized that I really wanted to play it again. So I went over to my stepmom and dad's house, and in their basement, my dad was a creature of habit. He stored everything meticulously that he ever had. Every book that he read, every book that he published, every piece of cookware that was passed down to our family. But in the back, in the very back, among all these bookshelves, was a game shelf with, in meticulous order, every single game that he had bought me over the years. And walking in, I didn't realize it. And it wasn't until I pulled that game from the shelf and I looked back and I saw this catalog of my dad's life that I realized just how much I missed him. I opened the game, and this is when game boxes used to be big, so it was big instruction manual, pop the CD and install it, and then I played it, and I loved it. I loved everything about it, and I was grown up enough to appreciate how big it was out there. And then I went back outside. It was dark, and I looked up, and it didn't seem empty anymore. It was everything. I understood how vast it really was, and I understood how big it was and how small I am. But that's when I realized that I had to let my dad go, and I gained an appreciation for something that's so much bigger than myself. So anyway, that's what I wanted to share with you, and that's what I love. So thank you, everybody, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.